Hi, welcome back to Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the superior world of reality discussion. I am Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
So, you got your brandy fix.
Yes! She only came out for like 2 minutes, but I don't care.
I guess she's going to be on like next week maybe, or the week after.
Yes, next episode. I want to see that episode.
Okay, whoa. Pull back the hormones. Just a little bit. I have to say, she looked good on the show, but she looked terrible in her interview. Like when they pan to like the interview and she talks privately or whatever, she's got to lay off of whatever fillers she gets when she's doing those things.
Botox.
I don't know what the hell, but she always looks like bloated or something. It's weird.
I'm telling you, it's because she's doing too many Botox.
Probably. But I know she also does like fillers in her cheeks. That's not Botox. They use something else. But they just make her look poofy. But I found it weird, the teaser at the end of the show where they're like, next week on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it shows Yolanda talking with Kim and Brandy about, it sounds like they're talking about how people shouldn't get divorced and how people in this town don't stick it out and blah, 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 blah. Didn't that sound like it?
Yeah, it did.
And yet, Yolanda is getting divorced. I have an update.
What's the update?
So both Yolanda and David have written or given interviews or something about the status of their relationship.
Are you sure this is actual interviews this time? Because the last one wasn't really an interview.
No, it was, because there were quotes. David said, "Oh, we're in a good place," but he's already dating people, by the way. FYI, cheater,
Cheater, monkey eater.
You know it. But he said, they were in a good place. He was basically sad that things went the way they did, but they were still good friends or some bullshit like that. People always say when they're in the middle of a divorce. Until their lawyers get together and then they realize, no, they really fucking hate each other. Whereas Yolanda went on Dr. Oz. While on Dr. Oz, she went into this whole thing about how they grew apart because of her illness and how, her life is all about getting better and finding a cure and this and that, whatever. And David's life is about traveling and loud music. And I can't do that. I can't listen even to the radio. So it sounds to me like David was like, well, fine, but I got to do this. And he would do his traveling, which I'm sure involved pretty young girls. And now he's dating.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after that interview, he's going silent now.
Probably. Because he's a classier guy. He's not one of the guys who was...
Why is Jasper's head under your butt?
Well, it's clean. I don't know. He always does that when I'm sleeping. Like, they find him in weird places. I don't know. I've given birth to 2 children, not a dog. Leave me alone. But David's more classy than...
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe. It's questionable, but who knows? He seems like a classier guy than someone who would like trash talk the ex. Yeah, no, stop. I love you too with your cute haircut, but you can leave me be. Do I need both dogs on me? Can't you like talk one of them into going on you? Like seriously?
You can stay on me.
Oh, shut up! I don't have an accent. I'm not saying talk.
You said it, didn't you?
Talk. Is that how you say it?
Talk.
It's like with David's classy, and he's not going to talk about like an ex in a derogatory manner. I don't think.
Pronounce talk with an A, or no.
Tack.
Talk.
Yeah, talk. That's what I said. I don't see how we're saying it any different.
I'm saying talk. You're saying talk. Like how you say coffee.
I'm just saying.
I'm your son. You can't do that to me.
Why?
Because I'm your son.
That wasn't written in any parent book I ever read. Especially once you hit the teenage years. Sorry. Sometimes a middle finger's the best you got without a fist. Which would you prefer?
Yeah, never mind.
That's what I thought. So yeah, Brandy's being all supportive of Yolanda.
So is Kim.
Well, sure. What the fuck?
You're just the dog lover today.
Hello? Like, why?
Princess, come here. You can come on my lap.
But I wonder, is Brandy really being supportive, or is it just because she likes to talk so much shit about everybody else? That's because Brandy's an amazing person and woman.
Yes.
She's all heart.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Just start chanting that. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She's all heart. I had to practically keep Daniel from making an I Heart Brandy sign. Yes, I know. It was sad. I almost cried too. It was sad. Okay. What the fuck? You like my margarita breath? Is that what it is? Okay.
I think you want some.
Tough nuggies. Those are mine. Back off, bitches. Yeah. Anywho. So the ladies all went to Dubai.
Except for Yolanda.
Except for Yolanda, but she's never been. I mean, the last like friggin' 2 seasons, she's not even really a part of the group, so I don't really get it.
That's good. So she is sick with Lyme.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, Erica has the worst fashion taste I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like terrible.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's like, oh, fashion. This is like, fashion in the desert. It's just amazing or whatever. Like, give me a break.
No.
She looks like none of those outfits were at all attractive. Like, this is my Arabian Nights look. It looked like pajamas.
Yeah.
So I don't really get how that's like the big fashion. And she needed her whole glam squad to get into that silk number. I mean, really?
I mean, like, why did she even bring her whole?
I think because she's insecure. She doesn't know the ladies if they're gonna like corner her and make her feel bad and make her cry. So she had to bring her gay boyfriends. So they could be like, no, you're amazing. We love you. You're awesome. You wear the perfect choice in clothes and have perfect hair every time. And the glittery gold eyeshadow doesn't make you look like a gay transvestite at all. I mean, seriously. I wonder if she realizes she dresses like a tranny. Like makeup choices anyway.
Probably not.
Because she looked like an idiot.
Yeah, she did.
Like, I don't get it. I was like, seriously? I mean, it's not flattering either. I know she was all excited about her big, like, honka medallion that she was wearing that was like Versace. But like when someone's like, oh, is that old Versace? And she's like, no, it's brand new. It just looks old. Like an old design. That doesn't necessarily make it good.
Yeah. Or new.
Or classy. I mean, old design because, in the 1970s and 80s, you could go with like, you could wear a big fucking clock around your neck in the early 90s, late 80s and call that fashion. But that doesn't mean it's cool or that we want to see it come back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Don't talk to Princess. Because you get that weird voice every time you do.
Or just kiss me. Like a lot.
You get a weird voice every time you do. Don't do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't go like this.
Oh my God, that's the voice. Flava Flav. Yeah, the big clock. Come on. Dude, the first, one of the, I met them. I ended up backstage at a Public Enemy concert. I had heat stroke, and they pulled me backstage, and my brother got like to hang out with them while I was like trying not to throw up on the floor. And then they didn't believe me that I wasn't like
nice
drunk.
support.
Yeah, they didn't believe me that I wasn't drunk, but I wasn't. I was only like 17, but
that was some nice support.
It was totally heat stroke from being pressed into the bodies of Toad's place, and I was like, but yeah, that's my my celebrity sighting, is I got to meet Flava Flav. Most awesome. I didn't even know who they were. My brother was into them. I wasn't.
Wow.
I was like a headbanger. I wasn't into like that scene. Any hoodles, off the stroke of, you know, Throwback Thursday. What do you make about this whole?
Drop it.
Whoa. What was I gonna say?
Probably something that they thought about a bunch of times.
Well, I was going to talk about the Rinna Vanderpump battle, which is new.
Which happened before in the same episode.
Well, they talked about it, and then Vanderpump lied, supposedly, allegedly.
Supposedly, allegedly, whatever.
Same thing. And then Rinna called her out on it at dinner. Do you think Lisa said that? Vanderpump, I mean? And will they show the video at the reunion? Please, come on. I fucking hate when they do this. They always have something that happens off camera, and they don't pull it out at the reunion. Like, the cameras were there. They were still mic'd up.
They're probably saving it for a surprise for the reunion.
Well, I mean, look how many years it took for us to find out what the hell they were all fighting about season 1. They just did the looking back episode of season
Uncensored.
1, like uncensored, like a couple months ago. But it's been like a few years since season 1. It's like we finally found out what all that was about because the start of the fight was off camera in a limo.
Of course.
So all season they're like, but you said this and so said that, and yet I'm like, I must have reviewed the episodes like 12 times because I'm like, where did I miss this conversation? And it wasn't until they did that uncensored thing that I found out, oh, I didn't miss anything. They didn't do it on camera, but they did. It was all on camera. They just didn't put it in the show or the reunion or anything else.
What the heck, Bravo? Make something on camera.
Or
so
just
that way
show
we can see it.
Especially when they have all these fights off camera. Like, this fight or conversation that's in question, they were camered up because Rinna had just did the whole Munchausen thing, and she's leaving the house. So you know the cameras are all there, and the mics are all there, and yada, yada. So you can't tell me there's no, like, footage of what really went down. So take that, Bravo. Take that. Just saying.
Jasper loves my arm.
I'm very happy for you. Random much?
I was just saying because he was looking at my arm a lot.
Okay. He was also sticking his head under my ass, so that's not really saying a lot.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. I would not. It sounds like a completely plausible thing for Vanderpump to have done. I mean, I like Vanderpump, don't get me wrong, but she is completely the master manipulator, and
totally.
I can 100% see her saying like, oh, you know, I thought you were going to bring Kyle into it and you didn't, so that's good. Or, you know, I can't believe you didn't call Kyle out on saying something or something to that effect, and then running into Kyle and being like, oh, I'm so happy she didn't bring you into it.
Totally.
And I can understand Eileen at the dinner when Kyle's like, well, it's okay, I forgive you. And Eileen's saying, but wait, why would she even say that? Like, why would she say, well, I'm glad you didn't bring Kyle into it? Like, that implies there was something of Kyle in that conversation.
Right.
And so what that whole debate between them makes me think is that leading up to the Munchausen label, both Vanderpump and Kyle were questioning Yolanda's authenticity of her sickness. Like, did they say she was sick? Yeah. But did they believe all the shit about the sickness? Did they believe that, all these, posts that she did on Instagram and stuff? It sounds like they were questioning whether or not it was real as well. What they didn't like was that Rinna said, well, we've had this conversation of whether or not it's real. And I heard this word, because it sounds like a big word for Rinna to have known.
Yeah. Somebody
mentioned it to her. And she was like, look, there's a whole disease on faking your illness. And it was only because she said it on camera that suddenly Vanderpump and Kyle are like, oh, that's not going to go over well. We're all going to be in trouble.
Yep, we're out. Peace.
And it was the label they didn't like. It was the word, the diagnosis of Rinna saying Munchausen that made them backpedal, in my opinion. That's the way it seems to me. Because they were probably talking shit, like, constantly from day one on, why could she do this? Why can't she do that? She couldn't go see her daughter in a runway. Why could she go out to dinner or this, awards thing? And I think it's stupid that Erica jumped on Rinna saying she was outraged when...
outraged isn't really a big word.
Well, okay. I can see that Erica was like, well, why do you care so much? I mean, outraged means you're, like, really emotionally invested and you're, like, really pissed off. So I can see why Erica was like, why do you even care? It really had nothing to do with you. But I don't think Rinna meant it that way. I think she meant it more like it was outrageous. Like, who could believe that? Why would you do that? Like, why would you? It seems to me she didn't want to hang out with us. She wanted to go hang out with her BFFs, Brandy and Kim. And all she's saying is, I think she uses the illness as an excuse to get out of having to do things she doesn't really want to do.
Yeah.
And I can say it's easy to do. Because with my vascular stuff, there's been times where I'm just like, you know what? I don't really feel like doing this. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with you people. In case you forgot, I don't like people very much. So leave me alone. I don't know. That's just my take on it. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that was the case. And if Eileen can't see that, Lisa is never going to admit, when she hasn't, in all the years she's been on Vanderpump Rules and Beverly Hills, she's never once taken credit for something she did wrong. Ever.
Never, 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 ever, never.
She's never going to do it. Like, even when Eileen cornered her about being upset in the Hamptons, and she was like, you hurt my feelings. And Lisa's apology was, well, I'm sorry if I asked too many questions. Which, A, the questions thing wasn't the problem. And B, laughing about your sorry when you're in the middle of making your sorry completely discounts the sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, own it. That's all Eileen's saying. It's like, I don't care if you really mean you're sorry. Or if you're not sorry, just say you're not sorry. But don't just be like, well, I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. You can only say I don't know what you're talking about so often without being a liar.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see next week's episode because the teaser there showed Kyle saying, don't you lie to Vanderpump.
Yeah, that I can't wait for.
And I thought it was interesting reading the blogs because the blogs had Erica pose the question, do you think Rinna, Vanderpump, and Kyle were entering into some kind of conspiracy to undermine Eileen's illness?
Eileen's illness?
Sorry, not Eileen's illness. Yolanda's illness. What do you think? She didn't actually give her opinion on it. She just asked the question. Her blog was all about 4 sentences long because I'm pretty sure that's all she knows how to type.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't have the time to do it either.
Yeah, well.
Because she's lazy.
Whatever. She's got to pretend she's Madonna, so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I wouldn't say it was a conspiracy. I can't speak. Conspiracy. Jeez. I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy, but they were talking about it.
Right. A conspiracy implies like a direct intent. Like they got together to plan out how to discredit her on purpose. I think it was more talking shit behind her back, which is just gossip and bullshit.
Yeah. I'd say they were more talking about it than more of a conspiracy.
Right. Yeah, I don't think something Brandy Glanville would never do. Yeah, right. I believe it. The conspiracy and the bullshit talk behind the back.
She'd never talk behind someone's back.
She did it all the time!
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. She do it to like everybody last season?
He loves her and he still says it. I mean, eventually she'd come out and say it to your face too, but... You're joking. Okay. Because I think Rinna's the same way. I think she gossips and talks behind the back. But I think what makes her so vastly different from Vanderpump and Kyle is that she can only talk behind someone's back for so long before she feels compelled to tell the person that was being talked about. Listen, we had this conversation. I'm feeling a little conflicted that we had it now, and I wanted to let you know that it was happening. The messenger is usually the one that gets blamed, and she's the one who tells that the conversations were happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I it's weird because usually shit stirrers are the ones that piss me off on these shows. But there's something about Rinna that's kind of infectious. I mean, you know, she's kind of stirring it up because she likes to gossip so much. But I don't know, if I were in her place, I'd probably want to gossip too. I mean, these people work for like 18-hour days for like 6 weeks to a couple of months. And then they may not work for like 3 or 4 months. They gotta fill their time with something.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
But what I found interesting also about the vlogs was Vanderpump's vlog.
Uh-oh.
It completely didn't address the Kyle situation.
Of course it didn't.
But instead
targeted
Eileen.
Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting at all. I was thinking about...
Well, she talked about Rinna in that she now is like, you know, I never should have supported her last season. She just dropped Rinna like
can she ever
comp to type? Or she Jiggity type? I'm pretty sure Jiggy does the typing. I can just see him.
That would be cute. That would be cute, princess. You gotta do that.
She'd have to be awake to do that, but she sleeps too much. We got a video of her snoring like a cow this morning. Oh, she's a little teeny weeny dog, and she was the loudest snorer ever. That's kind of what it sounded like, a duck.
That scared Jasper.
Yeah, well, it was loud. She didn't bitch about Rinna. She basically dropped Rinna like a hot potato.
Wow.
Suddenly it was all like complete offense on Rinna acting poorly last season. I tried to hold her together, but I never should have stuck by her.
It didn't really look like you.
I didn't really think she like stuck by her or defended her or anything else.
Yeah.
She left her to hang by herself.
Yeah.
But so she had like a paragraph about that. Like, I never should have stuck by her. Clearly. But moving on, Eileen's never going to get over the Hamptons, and she's never going to accept an apology. And da 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 da. Like it went on and on and on and on. And then they just became the soap opera women. And I think now she's turning into the victim of the soap opera women have it in for me.
Didn't they get over this like at Vanderpump's house?
Well,
that's what I thought, because in one episode they did.
No, if you remember, Eileen kept harping on it at Vanderpump's house. And Vanderpump kept blowing it off with her fake sorries. Like, well, you know, whatever. I guess I'm sorry for that. Whatever. Like, you know, not an authentic apology. And what we said after that episode was, you know, at some point you either have to accept that you're never going to get an apology and let it go, or stop being friends. Like, you're not going to get what you want from her. She's not going to look you in the eye and say, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sincerely sorry I made you feel that way.
That's not her personality.
It's not. Even when she clearly just done things wrong, you know, like when she's clearly done things to Kyle in the past. And her and Kyle's friendship was almost over a bunch of times. Each and every time Kyle has said, you know, why can't you just own it? Why can't you say that you did this or that way? Why is it that you're never wrong? I guess I do find that irritating about Vanderpump. I like the idea of never being wrong, but everybody's wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
And speaking of wrong, I was wrong. Daniel was right.
What?
We can toast to the fact that this is a first-time occurrence in his life, and it probably will never happen again.
Wait. What? Wait. Why?
Apparently, Jax and Brittany are still together.
Do it. So called it. I called it.
Okay, I thought they broke up because when the Lala argument went down in Hawaii, where Jax, you said to that Lala had never said, you know, that he had never said he'd mess with her or whatever. Brittany put out a tweet saying something like, that's not why we broke up. We didn't break up about the Lala thing. And the way it read was, we broke up, but it really didn't have anything to do with that. Right? Like, I read you the tweet. And I'm like, oh my God, apparently they're not together. Big shock. But she claims it had nothing to do with Lala. But apparently that's not the case. Now, you think Jax is seriously considering marrying her?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
No, I think he knew that she would be like Katie, throwing out like the ultimatums, like, if you're not serious about marriage, then I'm leaving. And he's like, well, you know, you've changed my mind. Marriage is a commitment between people who love each other. Blah, 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 blah. You know, like, come on, give me a fucking break. Once a douche, always a douche. Don't give me that. I'm kind of shocked she stuck with him, finding out the truth about the Lala thing, though.
Yeah. That.
Because he lied to her face.
Yeah, that's usually one of the main reasons for divorce, right? Or breaking up.
Yeah, I mean, if a guy's going to lie to you about one thing, he'll lie to you about anything. Right. So, and especially about, like, telling a chick he wants to do her or whatever, or having, you know, and, oh, we're not, you know, claiming that they weren't dating, that Brittany wasn't in the car at that moment driving all the way from friggin' Kentucky. No, she's not coming here. We're not dating. Seriously? That's weird that she's still like, it hurt my feelings. We're getting through it. Or whatever. I knew he had some growing up to do. He's friggin' like my age. I mean, what the fuck? What's he gonna be, like 90 and he'll finally hit maybe 30 mentally? Doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm shocked he stuck it out this long. I have to say I find that surprising. Because he's had a bunch of girls that he claimed he was in love with, and it was serious, and that they were gonna like move in together and stuff like that. But it usually lasts only a few weeks to a couple of months, and then like he's cheating on her, going to Vegas, doing whatever.
Yeah.
Although Brittany does have her new boobs, so maybe that's keeping him around a little longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. She does seem too good for him.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, it must be true love. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make a lick of sense. That she would put up with him being in jail. A mannequin is too good for Jack. Blow up doll. Yeah, true. That is very true. Yeah, Jax, he's not as skeevy as, DJ Douche, but I mean, I would have him like in a clinic for some serious STD tests before I'd sleep with him, because he's got to have picked up some cooties from somewhere. And I mean, how many people, it's just weird because normally when a guy starts dating a girl, all his friends like go with the bro code, and even in this case, Jax has a lot of girls who are friends. But you'd think that they'd be like, oh, he's so sweet. Oh my God, you're going to love him. He's like this and whatever. Is there any female from Vanderpump Rules he hasn't slept with besides Ariana and Kate? Sheena. He hasn't slept with Sheena that we know of. She was always with Shay. But other than that, no.
That we know of.
But other than that, no, I'm pretty sure he slept with everybody else. Which is gross. But at least he doesn't go to work with like his arms all chewed up.
Yeah.
That was gross.
James, why? You could have at least worn a long sleeve shirt or something that covered up the marks.
But we were boning. Ew.
Yeah.
It's icky. I don't get it.
I hope he doesn't come back next season.
I hope not. Him and Lala can go away. I don't care for either of them.
Shoot. Go. Shoot. Yeah, that's right.
Bye-bye. No. No, you want Lala to stay?
Probably.
Because she's beautiful. Lala has to stay.
No.
She's hot. I'll give you that. But she's a twat. I don't like her.
Bravo's probably going to keep them on.
I don't think they'll keep James, because they couldn't even have him on Watch What Happens Live. And
James and Lala.
yeah, but I think James swore a lot more than Lala did. I think that's why.
Yeah.
But because all the clips I saw was Andy like, come on, she could have her own show called Ooh La La. Unless it's like a porn show, I don't really know what it would be.
Yeah.
Ew. They're all skeeky. I don't get it. What's so funny is that I definitely get ratings. Yeah, it would definitely up the ratings for Bravo, but not necessarily the audience they're shooting for. I think. What makes me laugh though is in the early part of the season when Lala first came on, she's like, "I'm a girl's girl." Like, she'd never poach on somebody's boyfriend. That was her friend's boyfriend. She said she'd totally do a married guy or a guy who was dating somebody she didn't know, but she had some kind of code and wouldn't go for her friends' boyfriends. But she kept saying she was like a girl's girl. And yet, treats all the girls that SR and Pump like they're her underlings.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's okay. You can be engaged to Katie because I didn't want him anyway. It's okay. I didn't want that Tom. You're okay. Even though she's made like some pretty bold statements about Sandoval. I'm pretty sure she's made bold statements about all the Toms. Yeah, she said when after the Hawaii episode, when Tom was bitching about the fact that they hadn't had sex after the engagement for a while, she said something like, I never would have made him wait that long. And, he seems shy, but, he must have it, like, he must, like, fuck like a turbo hammer or something. I don't know. It was something, like, crude like that. But he must be, like, amazing in bed because he's the quiet, shy type. And, he must just, like, go wild in bed. Or some, like, totally offensive, like, statement.
Yeah.
So I found it funny that during the reunion, Tom's like, well, I went through an asexual stage for a while because I just wasn't interested in sex. Which tells me he's definitely gay. An in the closet guy. That's what it is.
Wait, Schwartz? Or Sandoval?
Schwartz. I always get those two screwed up.
What?
Which one's engaged to Katie?
Schwartz.
Schwartz. She makes statements about Sandoval too, but I think she doesn't do them quite so boldly, only because she's afraid of Ariana.
Yeah.
Because Ariana seems the type that would just like stab a bitch with like an actual knife and not just strong words.
Yeah.
And also she hates Katie. Well, I hates Katie for some reason. Like, I don't really get it. Katie seems like one of the more normal people on the show. Even though she too has a very bad fashion sense.
Who, Katie?
Yeah. It's not that she wears ugly clothes, just none of them are flattering to her body type. They always like sit on her weird. And oh my God, they have like the Bravo app, the Daily Dish.
Yeah.
Has like the potential wedding dress album.
Oh God.
I'm hoping
I know
that it's not true because I don't think any of them were very attractive.
No.
They were like.
Why are you whimpering in your sleep?
Because she's dreaming. They were like, I don't know, crop tops and weird lace. And Kenya's going to be on Sharknado 4. Guess what movie I'm not watching?
Well, you'll probably watch it because she's probably.
Well, if she gets eaten by the shark, I might watch that.
They gotta do that.
That would be awesome. Where is it? Oh, no, that's the $1 billion wedding. Apparently, some idiot had.
Oh, guess what show's coming back?
Where?
$1 Million Listing New York.
Oh, when's that coming back?
I didn't see it because it went by too fast. I think it was like April.
Oh, that's cool. That's not a bad show. I like that one. Yes. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right.
Oh.
That, which gives her a muffin top. If she was 90, that would be a great outfit.
Yeah.
Ryan and Frederick and Louis. I love Louis. Look at that one. That one gives her no torso at all. I can't even.
That looks nice on her. Just saying that. Just say it. It looks nice on her.
I don't think so. She needs like something that's going to give her a longer torso and an actual waistline, which means she needs some kind of corseting or something in there. That's it. That weird lace see-through thing. This like 1920s straight sack of shit. This weird princess dress, but like the princess dress comes like just below her boobs for like the skirt, and she doesn't have a torso anyway, so she needs something that's lengthening, and that looks terrible. I mean, she looks like a midget wearing a wedding dress. And then that's probably the best out of all of them, but it's very Princess Kate. Maybe it wouldn't be such a I'm hearing AIDS cake too. So wait, I want to see if it has when I missed it when that flashed up. Was it like a thing?
What?
I didn't see it. Where was it?
It was on one of the commercials for Van
Oh, I thought it was something I was scrolling past.
What's the commercial for me?
I'm sad. I missed. They didn't have that when I watched it. Well, I watched it on the app. That's why.
I watched it on the app. They had it.
Oh.
The Daily Dish app or the Bravo Now? Or the flipping Bravo Now.
Bravo Now.
Yeah, I watched it on Bravo Now and they had it.
They didn't have it when I watched. I'm sad.
That was weird.
It's got to be coming out later than like May or June.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it. They flashed it by so quickly.
And speaking of bad fashion sense, what the fuck was Lisa Vanderpump wearing to the reunion?
I have no idea.
Like 1980s schoolmarm kind of bullshit, like with the ruffles. Like, it wasn't hot in the 80s. It's definitely not hot now. That was hideous. I'm normally not against her fashion, even though she wears a lot of pink. I'm not usually, like, ew, what the hell is that idea? But no, I was going, ew, what the hell's that idea? To that, because, ew.
Why do you keep twitching in your sleep?
Oh my God.
What?
Jax is
no.
season 1 when Jax crashed Stassi's birthday party. It's my birthday.
Oh.
It says, do you want to own it? What's even better than seeing Vanderpump Rules relic is the fact that someone will soon be able to own it. So what, he's selling off his clothes now? He's that desperate for money? Like, that's sad. I don't get it. Oh, Cynthia and Peter from Atlanta. You remember them?
Yeah.
They're not together. I don't think they've actually gotten divorced yet.
Wow. Who knew that was happening?
Anyone who didn't see that coming was like fucking blind as a day-old turnip.
Especially anyone who didn't watch the first 5 episodes of Atlanta. They were fighting a lot.
Because that's pretty much the only episodes we watched.
Yeah.
It's about where we gave up.
Because he couldn't stand the K word.
I can't watch anything with her on it. I'm sorry, I just can't. I have to find out when Shaw's of Sunset's coming back on too, because that's coming soon. Because they keep having that weird commercial with Mike and Reza dreaming about each other with the bears.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, that's creepy. I don't want to.
It's creepy.
I don't want to think about it.
It's creepy.
It's
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't know the commercial scarred you for life.
It didn't scar me. It's just creepy.
I don't know that I didn't. Okay. I didn't realize it was that creepy. Southern Charm's coming back. Does it say when they're coming back? I have to get the dates. I hate when they just say Wednesdays on Bravo, but they don't say which Wednesday they're gonna start. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, they say in commercials all the time. I didn't see the $1 million listing one. That flipping go by too fast.
I didn't even see commercial for it at all. Season 3. No, just has, coming this season.
Maybe we can find the commercial and watch it slowly. Like on YouTube, they have that slow down button. We can just push the slow down.
New York. And the same thing with like the New York Housewives are coming back soon.
Yeah.
I assume not next week, but maybe the week after, because we have one more week for Vanderpump Rules. But I'm not sure. It might be next week. I know
they said it was sometime in April.
Well, yeah, which starts next week. I hate when they don't give us like the lowdown.
No, it's this week.
It starts Sunday, which is technically next week.
Friday.
What?
It starts Friday, April.
It does?
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Starts this week. Let's see if it starts next week then. We have, oh wait. London. Okay, so.
Oh, please don't tell me London is coming back.
No, they have Sunday, they're doing a review of the old, they have the old episodes they play before they start the new episodes.
Yeah.
So Sunday they're doing some of New York. So maybe it does start next week. I hate when I don't know. It drives me crazy. I don't remember what day of the week it came on. Beverly Hills Uncensored. Oh boy.
Beverly Hills Uncensored? Ooh, that's gonna be good.
But that's one from season 1, I think.
Dang it.
No, it doesn't say season 1. It just says never before seen footage.
So we have no idea what it could be.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
They do that to try and get us. All right, so Southern Charm starts next week.
Okay. Southern Charm next week. That you don't really particularly care about.
I mean, it's not like, I don't hate it.
Just hate that one person.
Well, yeah, but sadly he's one of the producers, so he ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Southern Charm, hashtag New Craig. That's the name of the episode.
New Craig.
Oh, and New York City is next week too.
Really? Oh, cool.
Well, okay, so when does the new Overboard come on?
It's Below Deck!
Yeah, whatever.
They haven't announced that yet, I think.
Well, we just watched the
Preview,
the 30-minute teaser show.
No, it's gotta be coming out soon.
It's gotta be.
Below Deck is awesome.
I know it starts soon. Not next week.
Try Googling it. Maybe Google would help. Better than
I'm on a freaking Bravo website. You'd think it would be like, hello, flashing lights. This is when the new show starts. Ding, ding. Maybe you could tune in.
Would they have that on the front page or something?
It's not at all. Chef Ben definitely goes below deck. Yeah, he definitely goes below deck on a couple of the females on that show. Because the new Kate, the what do they call her? The head slave.
Stu.
Whatever. He dates her first, and then he starts dating one of the deckhand slave chick.
Stu.
No, the other one. The one that works outside.
Deckhand?
Yeah. That's what I said.
You said slave again.
They're all slaves. I hate to tell you, they're slaves. Okay? Whenever you're having to pull out somebody's hair extensions and hold them for them while they go swimming in the salt water so it doesn't screw up their favorite hair extensions, you're a slave. Would you like me to get you a tissue? I'll wipe your little nosy nose. Yeah, Ben is like smooth sailing. Enjoying being on the boat. I didn't realize he was such a man whore. I mean, well, I guess I should have because he did Kate a bunch of times. But Dang, he's like a man whore. What?
I'm just trying to say.
Oh, this is just the schedule.
Get you again.
Yeah, I didn't realize Ben was such a man whore. But it does look like it's going to be a good show, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they have to fire a bunch of people, deckhands. I found it funny that one of the deckhands thought he could like romance one of the guests and not get fired.
What? Yeah, that's
like,
weird.
That should not have been a shock. I mean, that would be like a millionaire dating the hired help. Come on now.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, she'll like. I'm sure she would have screwed him, but not like dated him. It doesn't look like they have any like psychos on board like Rocky was last season, though. I mean, she wasn't psycho in a bad way. She was psycho in that crazy, like you never quite know what she's gonna do way. But it doesn't look like they have anybody like that. So you wonder which, aside from Ben's bedroom shenanigans, you gotta wonder which one of them's really gonna like throw a spanner in the works and make you be like, oh boy. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know. So do you think we'll actually get to watch Shaws of Sunset?
Probably not.
Well, you know, I hate it when they don't have certain shows on demand or on the app so you can watch them. Although I did realize I think they have the other shows just on the website. You can watch them through the website. It never occurred to me to do that, which just proves I didn't really care.
Yeah. Again, isn't that right, princess?
She doesn't care either.
Yeah, you're too busy sleeping on my arm.
Jiggy wasn't on the show.
No more Jiggy. Sorry, Jasper. You don't care because you're sleeping under Mom's arm.
At least it's not up in my grill. I hate that. So if you think about Vanderpump Rules, what was your favorite character this season? Character, as if they're not real people. Which, let's face it, they're not. Which one?
You can't say Lisa Vanderpump though, because I know you're gonna say that.
I'm not. I haven't actually thought of an answer. I was just asking the question.
Oh.
I didn't like come prepared. I'm not like a fucking journalist or something.
Schwartz.
All right, which one is he? Married, engaged to Katie.
Yes.
Okay. The Toms fuck me up, okay? Because not only are they both named Tom, but both their last names start with the same letter. It's confusing.
You gotta remember, one of them dates Ariana.
Well, okay. Can't you just say, like, you know, Mariana's slave or Katie's slave? Because let's face it, those men are whipped.
Yeah.
What do you, okay, so Ariana is now saying that she and Sheena have moved past the text message fiasco.
Didn't seem like it.
Clearly didn't seem like it at the reunion.
Nope. That's a big fat no.
I mean, anywhere where you're like, look, do you want to read it? Read it. I don't think you want to read it. Do you want to read it? I can read it. I have all the words. I know all the words. They're little tiny words because let's face it, Sheena's not all that smart, so she's not going to write very big words on a text. I can decipher it for you. Do you understand it? Do you want me to read it? Do you see how big it is? It's mean. It's invasive.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, clearly not over it.
Yeah, no.
And honestly, I don't really see what the big fucking deal is.
Yeah, Shayna's just telling the truth.
I mean, even if it was unsolicited advice, if Ariana and she had been best friends for years and years, and Ariana's mom felt close enough to Sheena that she A, has her fucking cell phone number, and B, feels comfortable text messaging her, then there's not really a big deal in being like, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm going to miss you for the holidays too. And, you know, if her mom's like, oh, how's everything going? Being like, well, you know what, I'm really concerned about my best friend. Like, I don't really see why. I mean, just because they didn't like what she said, I don't know how you can give her real shit about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be like, dude, my mom thought you were serious. Like, okay, hold on. What? Ariana said at the reunion that her mom thought from like, I don't know, fucking December to like fucking May that it was true that Tom's a douche, which Tom can totally be a douche, but whatever.
Totally.
For all those months, she believed Sheena. I'm sorry. How sad is it that your mom can have a conversation with your best friend, but can't have one with you?
Got your own web there.
I mean, hello, I would have thought that if my best friend had said something, not to my mother because she's a loser, but to someone else's mother, then this hypothetical best friend would then, the mother would be like, I heard this about Tom, and, you know, what's going on? Is everything okay? You know? You would think that would be the natural response. Not wait 5 fucking months. It just seems real weird.
Yeah.
In which case, like at first I was like, Sheena, that's low. You don't go talking shit behind people's back. But
when we learned that Ariana's mom asked, then that was...
Well, she probably meant it more like, oh, so how's everything going with Ariana? I haven't gotten to talk to her lately. Like, I think the only thing was that nobody thought Sheena would be honest and say something bad.
Isn't that her personality?
Well, yeah, but I think that they thought, because she's usually like the smiley, happy girl. So I think they thought they'd be like, oh my God, everything's great. She and Tom are great. Everything's great. Have a happy holiday. And instead, the mom got like this long page of like, I don't know. I worry about Ariana. I think that Tom is not the nicest guy, and Ariana's starting to change because of the relationship, and blah blah blah. She got what exactly that Sheena thought, because Sheena doesn't know how to keep those things to herself, and that threw it up in Ariana's mom's court. You would have thought she would have gone directly to Ariana and been like, oh my God, what's going on? Is everything okay? Are you fighting with Sheena? Are you fighting with Tom? Is everything okay? What's going on? You would have thought it wouldn't even have taken her 10 seconds after reading the text message to do that.
Yeah.
But she waited 5 months and the text message happened right before Christmas. Something's weird.
Well, maybe at first she didn't believe it.
But so she didn't talk to her daughter all during Christmas? She didn't see her? See for herself that her daughter was doing okay?
Okay, yeah, now that's getting fishy.
What do you think I would do if somebody came to me and said they were worried about you?
Immediately go to me and ask what's going on.
Immediately. Like, I'd be like, hold that thought. They wouldn't even get to finish the full thought. I'd be on the phone to you, or chances are I'd be facing you, like face to face, so you can't cover it up. Tell me what's going on. Is everything okay? Which tells me that Ariana's mom completely believed it because she totally agreed with it. And it was only once it came out, like Ariana was like, you know, me and Sheena aren't going to be friends anymore or whatever. And her mom was like, well, listen, she did, you know, she and I did have this conversation or whatever. Or maybe Ariana's mom and her were having a fight about Tom. And she's like, look, even your best friend says stuff about him.
Uh-oh.
You're just going to blow your brains out your ears one of these days when you do that. Like, I don't know how your eyeballs don't just, like, out your head. Like little tubes of toothpaste. I mean, doesn't that give you a headache? It gives me a headache watching it.
No.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes if you scratch the tip of your nose, it stops you from sneezing. Seriously, I'm not kidding. If you have to sneeze, you scratch the tip of your nose. Your nose is getting bigger.
It is?
I swear to God. Maybe you're pinching it bigger, but I swear to God, it looks bigger. Like, how is that possible that your nose is growing, but the rest of your face isn't?
I have no idea.
Makes you wonder about people with big noses. Did they always have a big nose? Why are we on this conversation?
I don't even. Well, I don't know how we. No, I don't. I don't know. Why we're on that.
You're supposed to keep track of these things. I swear to God, you do have bigger nose. No, it's like bigger.
Right here, like that.
Like no, it's just
like
like all over bigger. What are you lying about?
No, like.
No, it's like bigger all around. Like.
If I think it was bigger, I thought it was the same size.
Well, it's weird. You have a bigger nose. Maybe it's just finally catching up to your fat head. I don't know.
Does it look bigger?
Dude, the mirror's way the fuck over there. How can you tell?
I can see through it.
Yeah, but I'm looking at your profile. That's what I like, the side, you know?
Oh,
it looks like you got a bigger nose. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you got a bigger nose than you used to. Of course, it could be with that mustache. All 12 hairs of it. I love having a teenager.
Why? You just switched your arm like a million times when I tried to scratch your chin.
Because she wants you to leave her the fuck alone. All right, I think, did we cover everything?
Yes.
You got your big nose and your mustache into it, so I'm happy. I think we got everything else.
Yes, we did.
Oh, dude, she was so sleeping. Like, what the fuck?
She wasn't.
I want to go take a nap. I have a headache.
You've been drinking a margarita.
Well, you know, that happens. That actually helped the headache.
Is it?
Yeah. Although my nose itches now. What? I'm going away. This is Bravo Mazel Mash. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
Brought to you by S.W.O.R.D Superior World Reality Discussion. I don't need help. Leave me alone. I can't say discussion. Real World of Reality Discussion. Those are the words, right?
Yes. Real.
What?
I thought you said real.
It is real.
Reality. Superior World of Reality Discussion.
It is real. Sorry. You guys are all assholes. Can you just cheers, please? Goodbye. Leave me alone.